The Thin Line. In the town of Omoli, life was colorful and lively. The market was full of traders calling out their goods, children played with laughter echoing down the streets, and neighbors always greeted one another with smiles. But in this same town, there was something people often talked about. They called it the Thin Line. It was not a real rope or a mark on the ground. Instead, it was something that lived in the choices people made each day. The elders would often say, there is a thin line between pride and confidence, between waste and plenty, between friendship and quarrel. Most people nodded when they heard this, but few truly understood. A curious boy. In Omoli lived a boy named Dora. Dora was cheerful and playful, but he always asked too many questions. One day, after hearing the elders talk again about the thin line, Dora frowned and said aloud, "Where is this line? Why can't I see it? Is it hidden in the sand, or drawn in the sky?" His mother laughed gently. "It is not a line your eyes can see, my child. It is a line your heart must learn to walk." But Dora could not stop thinking about it. The search. The next morning, Dora set out to look for the thin line. He packed roasted yam wrapped in leaves, tied his sandals, and walked toward the fields. On his way, he saw a farmer watering his crops. The man's bucket was old and leaking, yet he used it patiently until the sun was high. "Why not throw away that bucket and buy a new one?" Dora asked. The farmer smiled. "Because the thin line between waste and plenty is learning how to make use of what you already have." Dora nodded and walked on. The singer. Farther down the road, Dora heard a young woman singing by the river. Her voice was sweet, but some children nearby laughed at her, saying she was showing off. Dora asked, "Are you not afraid they will think you are proud?" She smiled. The thin line between pride and confidence is knowing you sing not to boast, but to share joy. Dora thought deeply as he continued. The friends. By the edge of the village, Dora found two friends arguing. One wanted to borrow a tool, the other refused. "Why are you fighting?" Dora asked. One of them sighed. "We forgot the thin line between friendship and quarrel. It is called patience. Without it, even good friends can grow apart." The real lesson. At last, Dora sat under a big tree, tired but wiser. He realized the thin line was not on the ground or in the sky. It was in people's actions, in how they chose to treat each other every day. He returned home and told his mother all he had learned. She smiled proudly. "You see, my son, the thin line is not a mystery. It is simply the small choices that make a big difference in life." The moral. The story of the thin line teaches us that in life, many things are very close together, good and bad, waste and plenty, pride and confidence, quarrel and friendship. The way we step makes all the difference. When we choose wisely, we walk on the side of peace, joy, and kindness.